not an issue.
Welcome back. All right. So, like I was explaining earlier about the bootstrap card, and so the first thing we have cards. We have the card header, we have the card body, and a quick Google search should show you what you can use the cards to do. Right? Let's just do that. Bootstrap card. A quick Google card class to just give you overview of what you can do. Quite cool things you can do with bootstrap cards. So these are cards, right? These are bootstrap cards. These are bootstrap cards. These are all the designs are bootstrap cards. Though this one have a touch of CSS though. These are bootstrap cards. Yeah, these are bootstrap cards, and of course, so imagine you designing this with let's say having this with CSS, right? It's going to take a longer time, but with bootstrap you can get it's not really like this though. These are the touch of CSS on it, right? Touch of CSS on it, and maybe after the end of this I'll try to get this cool design, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully try to get this cool design. So let me use this one as a to do some few explanation. So here is the header, of course, bootstrap title, and then here we have of course we have the body, right? Then in that the body we have this icon, and we have the shadow. So these are just shadow, right? You can see the shadow around both the images and the shadow. I feel like telling you guys to design this, man. This will be one of the tasks you're going to do. I love assignment. I love tasks, man. You know, it makes it stronger. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay, guys, let's move on to another explanation here. So of course you can also add background using the background class for bootstraps, primaries, which is blue, sources of course green, we have info, warning, danger, secondary, dark and light. So these are basically how you can add different background on bootstrap rather cards, bootstrap cards rather. So we also have the text, the title, the text, and the link. So when you look at here, we have the title, which is giving you this card title to add the card class to any head. So we've done that. This then you have the body used to remove margin, the P, and then the text, right? The body. Then we have the text where you'll be able to add the text, and of course these are the few things. You also have, you can have links. Then another one also is the image, the bootstrap image. So for the bootstrap image, you call the image cards, image top, right? Then of course then you call the body, then you call the title, you call the text, right? Bootstrap text. So you can see what we have here: the body, the title, the text. Then you have this kind of a button here, BTN parameter, who will give you the blue stuff, right? Blue background. So that we said. So let's quickly zoom into action. I think I've been able to explain the basic of bootstraps, and so it's time to start utilizing the classes. But before I proceed in doing that, I would like to also do a rundown on the major documentation we have here on Bootstrap platform. So you know, of course, cards are built with as little makeup and style as possible, but still manage to deliver a tons of controls and customizations. Of course, you are aware they are building with Flexbox, and they offer easy alignment and mix with all the bootstraps components. So here is kind of a just one single bootstrap component that have the image and then title and then body and button. So then right, so here you can see that we have these cards, then we have the width of the cards, we have the image, then we also have the body, then we have the title. So then we also have the class for the text body and the button, right? So of course that's what we have there. Let's quickly move on to that ones. They're also very important. Then if you recall, when I did a bit explanation on footer and a header, right? So a header and footer option. So this is how the header look like. And then when look at this class here, we have the class of a header, which is features, we have the body, we have the title. Then move on here, we have the footer, right? Can add the footer on the next one here. We have the button. So these are different kind of design. So this one you also align this to center, where you have the card text aligned to center. So this move all the element to center. So you look at the footer here, or have the footer this. So it's kind of like you're building a blog. And then yes, another one where you have grids. You can also combine bootstraps and grid systems, right? So we've done about grids. I'm sorry that I didn't upload the video so they can get more ideas on the grids. So we can also use cat to add kind of a grid, right? So here are the two grid system. I think this should be how many grid system is this? Who can tell us what is the size of these grids? Any idea? What are the size of these grids for us to get this to? What column size are we using? Column number are we using rather? Any idea? Let me see if we are following up. Let me have your brain on this. Let's see how people that still do follow up. Okay, the president can call in somebody.
Victor. Okay, good evening. The column we're using is column 6 for
Good.
each.
Fantastic.
That makes it 12.
Fantastic. So this is column 6. So if you proceed here, you see that we use SM6 column 6, right? And then of course we have a bit of so who can tell us what is this, what this stands for? Then if you are moving on, if you are really doing well.
Margin.
MB is margin button.
Good. Thank you very much. That's a bit of margin button. So of course we are aware that we have this on the column, 2 columns and 6 for each and 6 for each. So that will give us 12. So here we have a row and a column. Inside the column we have the body, we have the card body, we have the card title. Of course this is how we can be able to get this. Like I see the cards on default, it has this default border, and that can also be removed as well. So here we also have cards of 70%, and so this is how you can add width. If you don't want to use width W, right? W stands for width 70%, 50%. It has only 20. We have 25, 50, 75, I think 100 or so. So you can have as much as percentage you have. So you can also use external customized CSS to add the weights. So this is what we have here. Then of course the card can be aligned either starts or ends, or it can also be aligned center. So let's move on to the other ones. So yeah, we are having cards. You see the image, just that the size of the image is different. So to add the image, you have the image source, then the card image top, right? That's been said. Then we also have kind of overlays image, where you can add this class image overlay, right? Then you can then have this what's it call it, this image. I think we call that in CSS, we say that should be Z index, right? If I'm not mistaken. So Z index, or the image, you have to just come over here and then. So quickly, let me go moving. So in I have another one, horizontal class. Sorry, horizontal cards. So that horizontal card, the image has to be moved to what? Image rounded start, right? So this is only class you need to have that image rounded card. So that should be in a column. So the first column is 4. The second column is what? Is 8. So we are also going to be doing all these ones, and hopefully we can build up a particular application. Then the one we are also having here is card background. So how you can be able to add different cards background. So those who want to build dashboard, this utility is very nice for you to be able to utilize. So we have text BG to primary, text BG, text BG primary at the right. Then we have MB margin top. This also, we have the card body. Oh, sorry, the card header. We have the card body, we have the title, and of course that's all we have here. That's all we have here. So so I think this text BG means that maybe if the background is red, then the color of course has to be white. So I think that's what it means there. We also have the card with just border, using a border utility, so you can have border color. Of course, let's look at the class here. So we can start building all this. The class here is border primary MD. Of course, the text is primary because the text is blue. Border is blue as well. So let's move on to layout. Like layout, I think we've done a bit of using flex, flex to work on that cards. So where we have the layout here, 1 2 3, then that should be card group. So card group different from column, right? I want you to know that card groups is different from what? Columns. So don't think that card groups and columns. So this card group, look at what they said here. So they said, in addition to style the content within cards, Bootstrap includes a few options for laying out series of cards. For the time being, those layout options are not yet responsive. Okay. Then we have the card groups. Card groups render cards as a single attached element with equal width, right, and height column. Card groups start off stacked and then use display flex, right? So card group is of course the class of a display flex. That way you'll be able to have this, right? This is not grids, so don't be a bit confused about the grid. We are going to do this practically so that we can get more knowledge on that. So of course what you need to add here is just card groups, and inside the card groups all your cards has to be inside the groups, of course. Then of course the card groups, then yeah, the card groups ends here. So each of them will have cards. Each of them will have cards. Then when using card groups with footer, the content will automatically line up. Of course, this is the footer. So those who are building blogs, right? So these are another beautiful utilities to leverage on to get that premium blog designs. So of course, very soon we'll start building, right? We'll start building. Don't worry, we'll build. We'll build very robust style with just bootstrap alone without even adding any CSS. But if there is need, of course we're going to use bootstrap also had grid cards. So you can see that the difference between the flex cards and grid cards are totally different, right? So you can see this grids gaps here. So this is what we call grid gaps. I don't know if we did that in our this thing. So you can also use grid class. Look at what they say. Use the bootstrap system and its rule class, rule columns class to control how many grid columns wrapped around your cards. You show a rule, for example, rule columns 1 laying out the card on one column. Okay, I think this is another these are just another kind of way. I'm just seeing this for the first time. You know, where you have the class of rule columns 1 laying out the cards on columns. So this will lay out all the cards on one column. That is one column. Why rule columns MD2 split 4 cards to equal weight across multiple rules for the middle break. So I think this one is rule column weight. Let's quickly see the class before we swing into action. So like the documentation explained earlier, so we have column 1, right, and then column MD2. So we are going to do this practically. Even me, I'm a bit confused about that. We'll do that practically to know. Okay, I think we have the column. Okay, this can, I think I'm getting the clearer picture. So this is giving one column, and then this is giving splitting the column 2, then in 4 places. So that's what we have here. This will give us one column. So only one column. We have each card in one column, each card in one column. But however, we'll quickly do that. And then of course here you have a rule column 3. You will see the 4 card crop. So this will give us 1, 2, 3 columns, right? You'll give us 1, 2, 3 columns. If you have one here, we'll give only one column, only just one column. So this will give us 3 columns, and then the other one will break down. Of course, that's what we have here, 3. So this class also needs to be there. So this will give you, this will only create column for you. So this will split the column into 3 as a row, but all this class has to be there. So quickly, I think that is all about that. Let's start creating and start utilizing it. I think I've been able to do a breakdown of what we need here. So let's quickly move on to writing codes. Please pardon me, I've not set up this system very well. In case you're not seeing my screen. Yeah. Okay, quickly, I'm going to copy my bootstrap starter document. So of course, here quickly copy this. So let's just close this, and I'd like to view this. Okay, this I would like all this to come to the center, right? I need to do my things very unique. So I'll have to call in the container first. So let me show you one of the container. And actually, you don't necessarily need to have this in offhand, right? You don't necessarily need to have it offhand. Maybe just cram it. No, to allow it to flow. When the time comes, it will stick in your brain. So you just quickly need to call this, and then have it immediately. So I like to move this man to center. I think M auto should be okay. I don't know, margin auto to be able to work for me. Margin auto, let's check that out. So let's check the documentation, because let's come to margin. Okay. Okay, let's just check. Let's quickly check out that margin and see the margin auto what it does. So we have margin left and right. Okay, margin left and right, which is X. I want to make it to be O2. Class that margin set. So I want margin left and right to be O2. So let's see what's going to happen here. I think this is at the same thing. It is not reflecting.
Or is there now? Is margin auto?
Yes, I don't know why it's not reflecting. Okay, margin left and right is auto, so I don't know why it's not reflecting. Okay, let's give it something weight of 70, right? So that stands for width of 70. Then let's also add the background to confirm. BG danger, which is red. So okay, I think it's working. Margin left, margin right. So let's remove that margin left and right and see what's going to happen. Auto, let's remove that and see if anything can change. So nothing changed. That means the young man is not working.
Text standard.
He said, okay, maybe the container already have that. If you notice that it is splitting it auto from the left, from the right, equal size. You understand? Maybe he has it on, yes. Yeah, he has it on default. Are you getting me? He has it on default, maybe. So that's why we are not.
You need to use container fluid.
Yes, maybe use container fluid. That's why the container, normal container has it. I think he has margin left auto. So let's just move on, please. All right, I try to have that on the container. So of course, what
Can
I'm
you zoom your screen a little bit, sir?
okay. You know, this is a small laptop. It's not like the other one that the screen is very big. If you zoom it, even me, I will be comfortable with the zoom. So yeah, I have cards. Then, of course, we have our cards. Let's see, you can see this margin around the cards. So let me remove this man. So cards, after card we are going to have the card, of course we want to have the cards, card header. I will explain earlier. So this card header can say headline news, right? So we have the card body, then we have the card header. So let's see what's going to happen. So we notice that we have this border around with kind of light gray, right, around this. The next one we are going to have here is, of course, we have the body. Inside the body, so inside the card body, rather, sorry, card body, and that body are going to have title, right? Let me say P, of course. I'm going to have class card title, so I'll say this is the title of my headline news. So let's quickly see what's going to happen. So we have this as our title. Then let's also have after the title, you can decide to use class or all of them, so it doesn't matter. After the title, we're going to have I think inside the body, because the body contain all the information, we're going to have let's see, the card text, right? So let's see, okay, news details section, yeah. So yeah, let's see what we'll be able to have. So the next one we are going to be having is like the cards, the card header. So we're going to have the card footer, cards, because the card footer, let's say dates. We have so basically these are just how you can have a very simple cards. So this is just a very simple cards. Then you can also decide to have the let's see, the width of the cards. I think that is 25. Let's check that out, and you can see we have this as 25%. So 25% of the cards we have here. So let's quickly look at of course we have the card header, the card body, and the card footer. So let's quickly also look at other cards with so let me just leverage on this documentation. I think I prefer using Bootstrap documentation. That will give us more leverage. So if we want to have these cards, right? So the cards with image, and we'll come to that later. So we've already done this, the cards, and then the body of the cards. So here is the body. So the cards with links, right? So the card that have links. So inside the body, remember you have the title, card title. So you can that to use history, right? You don't necessarily need to use div, history, h1. It just depends on you if you want to use div. So when it come here, we have the cards, then we have the card header, we have the card body. Inside that body, you have the title. So let me change it to h2. H2 so that they can look like a title, right? It can look like a title. H2. So sorry, that should be inside H2. So basically, we can see that there's a bit of improvement on the area of the cards. So let's also improve this to 30%. Sorry, 30%. Okay, they don't even have they don't have 30% as their cards. They have 25, 50. They don't have 30 as their this thing. They have 25, 50, 75, I think 100 or so. That's just what they did there. Moving ahead, you have this small link here. So if you want to do that, it's very simple. Card links, call it what? Card link. After card text, so you call them card what? Card link. So that should be under the cards, the card's body. So click on the card body, and I think the footer should be on its own. The footer should not be under the card body. The footer should be outside the card body. I think that what is there. Let's check that out. Okay, you can see it here. So before, when it was in the card body, this is what happened. Let me undo that so that you see what happened when we have in the card body. So you can see this border around just inside the body, so which is not okay. So move it, click on the body, then move it down here. So yeah, it is what it is, man. So we have this cats heading and designs. So let's quickly add this link. So this link has to be inside the body. So yeah, I have of course you need to have a class. So card link, is it link or links? Let me confirm, it should be link, not links. All right, card link. So you can decide to say read more, right? So it is what it is. Of course, you have read more here. So this is kind of very nice card designs we got here. So let's quickly move on to the image, card image. You know what I'm saying? I can add the card image and you're able to grab that card image. So we are going to do that quickly. Excuse me. Okay. So let's quickly get card image, right? Let's get to card image, and after the card image, then move on. So here we have the cards, then the card body, the card text, right? So quickly do that. So moving to the next one here. So I have card here, call the card, and that one is img. I already have my few images here, so which I'm going to leverage on. So yeah, I have img. Of course, let me work with React. Then if I've done that, right, let's see what's going to happen. We have this design here, so let's quickly give it weight of, I think it's 50%, W50, which is the entire width of that man. So you can look at the entire width of that man here, right? You can decide to have your card header if you want. Card header, so you can say no courses, right? So let's check that out. So you can see I have courses. Then let's ask a bit a kind of can be a margin top from here. Come here and say MB 5, which is the highest. That is margin button. So let's do margin T, which is the highest, right? Of course, we have this kind of line here. Remember, we're also going to be using flex and the grids, but now let's understand the basic, right? Let's just understand the basic. Now we have not added image here, right? So let's add the class for the image. Let's see the difference. So of course here I'm going to have a class so a class of img, I think is top, right? I'm not mistaken, or card top. Let's check it. That can be card img top. Let's grab that and see what is there. Okay, card img top, so it's not card top, right? So this is the class we need to add an image. Then let's see what happened to this image. What's the difference? Of course, it makes the image more, I think it made the image more responsive. So we are going to work on the responsiveness, don't worry. The cat usually is not responsive until you add it in what's that called it? So that will remind me. If you want to make this responsive, where are you going to add it? Can somebody share his brain on this? Let's see if you are really following up. To make these cards or this cards responsive, as you can see, it's not responsive. To make it responsive, where are we required to add it? Any idea? Okay.
Chukwemeka, are you raising your hand to ask?
Okay, any idea? Yeah. Of course. Team President, anybody with any idea?
No one is indicating.
Really? Like they have not watched the video. Okay. You need to code grids. You know, in the last class now, you guys should understand the last class. What we did was to code grids, right? Code the grids. They had classes. We are going to make it responsive, but you need to be on the grids, right? You need to be on the grids for us to have that responsiveness. So, quick one. So let's call the card body as usual. I need to install something here. I need to install Lorum. So that I can be able to generate. Some cool stuff, right? So this Lorum is used to generate some dummy text. So if I don't really want to use any text, I'll just use Lorum to like grab that, and it is what it is, man. So let's close it back. So next one here I'm going to be doing is okay, right? So I have the card body, the card, of course, card body. So the body have let's say P Lorum 20. Okay, generate 20. character for me. So I just need to add the class of card text. So then we have card title and card text. So so there we have this. Then another thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to add button here, right? So inside the body as also I'm going to add a. Then inside this a, I will say read more, right? So read more. So what I'm going to do now is I'll call a class. So remember the last time we did about button. I don't know if you've done about button before. So let me quickly move to the button. So this is the button here. We also have button group. I can be able to group button, and of course we have this class here, btn will give you a class of blue, right? So let's give that a class of blue. It is what it is. btn, sorry, I think that is a mistake. Okay, class btn primary, right? Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in here, right? This is what we got. You can see we have this man here, this. So if we want to move the entire cards on the center, I think that should be text center. Sorry, that should be text what? Text center. So that will move everything we have here on the center. So we have it. You have this everything here on the center, right? So this is just a few kind of what we can do with card. This is just basic. Of course, there are a lot of advanced stuff to do. Just play around, and it is what it is. So we have card groups, which I'm not going to talk about now. So let's move into other. Of course, we've done about card footer and the header. So we've done that. Where you have the card footer, the card header. Then what we haven't done is this, right? What I haven't done is this. So card header, which we've done. Card header, card body. So we can also do that. Check it out over there and see. We've done about the card header, and let's move on. So let's quickly do this. So what is the difference between this class, right? So we have the card header quotes, right? Card header here is quotes. So to get this, we need to use block quotes, right? Okay, let's quickly see how we can get this. So moving ahead, still we have a card. Okay, then card and so we have quote, right? That should be in capital letter. So after that we have the body, card, then should have inside the text. Let me see what we should have there. So after the body we have this quote, right? Okay, I think quote, block quotes, class block quotes. Okay, they all like these two. Trying to okay, this is just a block quote, but the class here is footer. Block quote footer will give us this, right? So let's let's grab in some things here. Okay, we have the city title source, right? So it's quite a very robust. So we have block quote, class block quote. So let's quickly check that out. So we have block quote. So inside that block we have a class. Okay, let's quickly move on first before we call on that block quote. So we'll go back there again. We are going to be having this paragraph right inside the block quote, and so of course inside that block quote we are going to be having a footer. So this we are going to be having a footer. I don't know where you're getting this footer from. Okay, footer, then the class of block quote footer, then we'll now have this. So let's copy this. Okay, yeah, we have a footer. So inside that place we have a class called block quote. I don't know if block quote this. So I don't need to block quote this, but let's confirm that. Okay, block quote footer. They will have this. So inside that place, inside that block quote footer, so we have this this. So okay. So let's quickly see what we've done so far on that block quote footer. Okay, you can see this is format quote, which is what we have this block quote. So block quote footer give us the format close. Then we have city. So in that city, of course. So inside that city, what are we having in the city? Let me check that out. So we have title, source title. So the source title, let's copy the write up here, or we can just use room to generate whatever we want. So inside here we have the source title. Then that source title we have room. So no, let me generate like room 5, right? So let's quickly see. So think this is excuse me please. Okay, so this is what we'll be able to have. So let's quickly move on. So now we are having this center. I think we've done that already. Text center. We'll be able to move all this area to center. Right. So let's talk about the column, which is very very important. Which the area I want us to talk about flex. The area of the having the flex box. So I'll not just talk about it, but I would like to build some few projects with that. So let's build very reasonable. Let's do a very reasonable project with these cards. I think all this what we've been just doing the images and co. So let's quickly do a very reasonable with this card. Can you guys hear me? I'm just talking to myself. I want to confirm. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
We can hear you, sir.
Okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do here is I will just say cards. course dot html. Okay, sorry. I need to go copy bootstraps. So let me quickly grab in this from the documentation. So I will just have to grab I'll just got to grab this documentation on the, of course. So here I'll see card portfolio. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is, of course, I'm going to have a rule. Okay, I class, so you and this already. So what I'm going to do now is very simple. So I just need three. So let's continue. So beam now, as usual. So what I'm going to do is that let me say inside I'm going to have a rule, column rather, column. Let's say column 4. So who can tell what can this column 4 give us? How many rule can this column 4 give us? Any idea? Yeah. Team lead, any idea what column 4 can give us? Do you have any idea? How many rule? Okay, 3. So let me say test. I'd like to even put this in a container. Test, of course, test. Then let me have 4. Let's see what's going to happen. So let's quickly view that, and of course we have 3. You can see this one here is here, right? You can see this man here is there. So let's quickly remove that. So let me use container. I don't like using full weight, but of course if you want you can use full weight on this. Let me quickly use container fluid. So this container fluid can quickly give us the full weight. So grab all this thing inside the container fluid. So give us 100%. Give us as usual the 100%, whatever. So so what we are going to do, we have about this, and what we're going to do here is to start calling each of the cards, right? Start calling each of the cards. So here I'm going to have remove the test. I'm going to have my cards. Inside that, I'm going to have my card. I'm going to have my cards. Let me see. I don't want the image to be at the first. I'm going to have my card image. Okay, img, I have Flutter. Then of course here alternative Flutter image. So next I'm going to have the card body. Then my card body should have a card title, right? Then my title should be like 5, right? Yeah, I'm going to have a class. let's say card title, then I say Flutter for app, right? So then next I'm going to have the card text. Well, I have the text. To have let me just use, I don't have any text for now. Let me just use room 10. So let me close this so that we can see the complete of what we are building. So the body, the text, of course, cards, class of a card text. So let's quickly check that out and see. You can see what we have here, right? You can see that we have this card text, then we'll have this man here. I also try to add the button on it. Let me check some button and confirm the kind of button I'm going to use here. So we move on to the button. You can see we have a different kind of button here. Okay, I'm thinking I want to use I really want this button. Yeah, let me tell you what I want to do. I want the button should be longer, right? I don't want this shorter button. I want it to be longer, at least to have some length from here to this place, right? So that's what I want the button should be. And the reason why I don't like using this what's it called, I need to start working on the padding margin, blah blah blah, but however we'll sort that out. So the button I want to use here is called D group, so the grids gap 2. So which I'm also let's go through that and see. Yeah, look at here. You can also add I think you can also add, okay, down. So you can also add to max, okay, margin auto, then this, let's move into this. Can also have justify ends, right? You can also use justify center. So let's check the up one. Okay, so first of all I'm going to have the grid, then and then I have my column and then button, right? So let's quickly do that. So this man here, of course, this down, I think that should be inside the cards. Let's do inside the card. Oop, I think there's a problem. The cards, I will have a problem. So this card should be able to have this. Yes. So we made a mistake. So this card is able to have that. So we remember we have not added our card class that will make it responsive rather. So we have this, then yeah, I'm thinking, should I do this inside the cards? Yeah, let's do that inside the cards. So we have the grid, sorry, the grid. So in that here we are going to have let me see what they use on the button so I will not do mistake. So on the button they use normal button, then BTM primary, right? BTM primary, of course BTM primary. Could I quickly do that? Should I need that? I don't want to use that, so I just want to use my own So here I'm going to have a class of btn, of course, primary. Already have that. Of course, here I will say apply now. So let's quickly check that out. So you can see that we have this big a button. So what really made this button big is because of the grid. Now if you remove this man, of course you're still going to have this ugly looking button. So this will make it very big, the grid. So there are a lot of properties you also need to add. Let's see the weight 25. Let's see if that will work. That will not work, so let's just move that. I think there's another way of doing that also. Let's see if we use column, of course already column 12, column 6, because column 6 can only give you 2 of this. Okay, we'll have this a little bit. Let's move this. Let's see if who can move this to center. We say because it's the flex we can say justify content center. So let's see what's going to happen. Did that move to center? Justify content center. Let's see if it's working. Let's use end. Sorry, justify content end. Okay, maybe it's a bit if we give this 8, what's going to happen? Still not. Let's see what's going to happen. So okay, I think the reason why it is not moving the way we want is due to, you can say center. I think that center can reflect now, maybe due to we added column. So if we move that to center, but I mean I prefer the bigger one earlier. So if we move this, okay, we have this a very bigger one. I prefer this one that you can apply now, and maybe hit it, then you apply. So but of course this is not responsive. Like you can see, it's not responsive, right? We're going to make it to look more responsive later on. So let's quickly duplicate the same thing, and so let's quickly add the class for the image class. So who can tell us the class for image for Bootstrap? Class for image, any idea? Responsive image. Who can tell us? Some people want to use Google. No worry, I'm not calling you again. So cards, this img top. Team lead, President, I want to know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what we have here, and of course which we are going to work on this later. So let me quickly copy and paste. I just want to use all of them, all the images. So here I'll remove this, press this here. I'm using one right up, right, because I don't have strength to be resizing. So if need, let's see what's the problem there. We made a mistake, sorry. We were copying and duplicating. Okay, so we're supposed to copy the contents, this, not the entire what's it called it. So okay, all right, so let's quickly check that out. So you see what we have here. So we try to move it. You see that no responsiveness at all, right? So which we are going to work on later, right? So let's quickly move on. We're having this. You can look at, we have this kind of a. You can also add another gutter here. Come here to add a gutter. So here we have a gutter of like 5. Sorry, that should be gutter like 5. So you can see we have this space. The space is much. You can just reduce the space. So see what gutter does, in case you don't know. So gutter adds spaces here, right? Add spaces here, in between here, right? Those are gutter spaces. So what we are going to do next here is let me see what we are going to do next. You just change the images if you want, but for me, I think slash javascript, check the javascript. So the image is not the same, right? So it's very good use this image that are the same. You can research the image, research the images, Python, Django. So try to use the same image. You can come to this website where you can research your image, right? Let me show you how to research the image there. Can grab this man here and move it here. Then just this is where you research the image. You put the dimension. You can remove maintain ratio. Then use your hand and put what you want, height and the weight. Then you resize. So it's very simple. So they can get what you want. You know what I'm saying? So you first of all check the size, the height, the size, and the length of the one we are using. Then you can quickly change it if you want. So quickly, we can also have more than that. So you can have you can decide to have 4 or 3. So if you say you want to have 4 should be like, you have this 2 3. Okay, let me leave this one for 4. So I'm going to grab the rule, right? Duplicate the rule. That should be here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I'll hit this here. So the second one will be 4. So if you press that, you can see we have this. So let me give a kind of a margin top for the second rule. Oh, okay, sorry. Second rule. This second rule, we have MT5. So you have that spaces there. So you have these spaces. So I want to give the second one to be like instead of 4, I want to give it 3. So yeah, of course, 3, make it more smaller. So if I give that 3, the first one, see that the first one is more smaller, right? So give it 3. Give it 3. I think that is all. Can see I have this. Let me duplicate another one so that I'll have it 3 as well. So okay, let's quickly work on the more responsiveness, right? So this is what we have here. So if we try to move it to responsiveness, right, it's still going to stick like this, right? So let's quickly work on the responsiveness because it's very, very important, right? So now regarding the responsiveness, right, I'm going to work I'm going to work on three responsiveness, right? So the first responsiveness, which is the SM, but the smallest, I want you to have uh, 12 rule. So what I mean by 12 rule, it means that when you get to a size of SM, this will be 12, this will be 12, this will be 12. Do you guys understand? Do you understand? Hello?
Not clear. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. What I mean here is that when it gets to SM, right? You know that XM, if you recall the last class, SM has about 575, right? 575, right? Huh? People
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
now don't swallow and for a finish.
525 below.
Yes, below. So exactly. So I want when it gets to that 500 and something and below, it should give this man 12, this man 12, this man 12. Do you understand? Huh?
They should occupy 12 columns.
Yes, if you have 12 columns, that means this man will be one. Now let me show you now. Let me show you. So I'll go to the first one. I will see here. I will see when it gets here, it will have the 4 will still be there, right? The 4 will going to still be there. I will say it should have SM 12. Then the next one is the medium column. It should have like column MD. We should have like let's say 6, right? 6. Then the largest one, which is column LG, you should have 4. So let me copy this so that I will explain something for you. I know it's a bit confusing, so let me just copy this. So this I can use multiple responsiveness. Okay, now if we go back to SM, you notice that it's giving us 12, right? This is, I've not added this one. Do you know that it's giving us 12, right? Have you seen 12 means column? Now if we move on to MD, move on to MD, you notice that it's giving us how many? This it is large. Let's go to MD.
6 columns.
MD is supposed to give us 6 columns should be 2, right? So
Yeah, 6 columns.
that is sorry, let's take it back. So when it goes to this, move it a bit. Now you notice that when you get to MD, what are you saying? 6 column.
6 columns.
Good. Now when you move to large, do you see it? Do you guys understand? Okay, now this is it. Okay, let me show you guys. What we're trying to do here is very simple. We created 3 responsiveness. Okay, let me do this so that you guys can understand. This is a very simple. I don't know why it's confusing you guys. Okay, let me scroll down a little bit. Inspect. Let me inspect that, and then this inspects, right? Of course, the mobile responsiveness. Now look at here, right? Before I do that, let me go to grid, so that some people can understand. All right. So sorry, I think it's not grid. I am to it's a different place. Grids. Grids. Where's the grid system now? Okay, now let's go to the sizes now. Look at these sizes now. So if you look at these sizes, we have uh, SM, right? So SM is about 500 and what, and 76. Now we come here, we said if the screen size is 576, it should give us what? Guys,
12.
It should give 12 columns.
yes, 12 column. That when it's 12 column, that means each of the cat will have 100% width of the column, right? So now this SM, now I want you to take note of this SM12. Now if we come to this SM12, we have 537. Let's go back to our responsiveness. Now when you move to that, immediately leave this 5. Look at, I want to be looking at this figure here. So I'm looking at these figures here, the size here. The immediately will move outside that. So immediately will move outside that, and immediately we get to 700, right? 700, and then when I come back here, come back this man. Because this man is 700 from 700 and what? 68, right? So immediately we get to 768, we have this 6 and 6. So that's why we say when you come here, we have MD, which is 6 and 6. So this MD is what? Greater than what? 700, and right? So immediately get to this split, it's giving us 6 and 6. So if we now decide, okay, let's move more and more and more and more, so there is no space for us again due to we are having okay, we'll move more and more now. The larger one, you have 1, 2, 3, which is what we have here. The large, which is from 900 and what, 992, which is what we have this LG4. This guy understand us? Should I recap again? Who did not understand this thing? Let me know so that I'll recap again. Who don't understand? So I hope you guys understood the responsiveness. You know why this man is having one. You know when we move a little, why? This is how you can have multiple responsiveness in your columns. Are we communicating? Multiple word responsiveness. Then you move on. Then you have this. Is there anything you don't understand on this responsiveness, so that I will be able to throw more light on that? So we'll move on to other things. Okay, I believe everybody understood. Then this is very simple, and of course this very, very simple. So I can be able to have multiple responsiveness. So let's quickly move on to, we have other things to cover on these cards. We're not covered on. So next one we are going to be looking at, I think we've done this card alignment, center, left. No, we've done all this. So this is not necessary. So let's look at the ones that are necessary and do. So this image, you just, what you need to do is just use the size of the image. There is no special class here. It's still the same image. So use the size of the image, can get that. So okay, somebody is indicating. What's your? You have the floor. What's Lawrence? It is what it is, man. What's the problem? Mr. Lawrence. Okay, let's move on, please. So the next one we are going to be having here is how we can be able to have, let's say, horizontal, right? So having an horizontal, which I'm not going to do any practical on this horizontal. This horizontal is very simple. You have your column. So the first column is 4. The other one is 8. That is all. Are you getting me? That's all you need. No special this thing. That's all you need. So let's quickly move on to cards, right? Card dashboard, right? So we're going to have our cash dashboard. Let's say we are building a dashboard, right? You're given the assignment to do a dashboard, and okay, so you're going to have a different class. So what makes this man unique is just that you are having a style, a maximum of 800 18 RM, right? So there is nothing unique from there, from other what you are doing. So let's quickly give this on the column. So we've done this. Let me create another document here. We have a card dashboard.html. So I'm deleting everything here. So yeah, let's close this and let's close this as well. So I'm using container. The weight will be like 75, right? So yeah, I'm going to have a row. Really? Sorry, a row. So in this row I'm going to have a column, a column, a column, SM12, column SM12. So SM12, that SM12 I have MD what? MD what?
6.
MD6. So I'm building responsiveness at once, please.
Yes, sir.
MD the 6, I can say MD3. Give it 3, give it 3. Then LG. LG should be, LG should be 3. That MD4. So I hope you understand these ones. I hope you guys understand. I'm building responsiveness at once, so may not be like a different thing that you do. So of course, cards, card background, card text. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you guys something. Card BG. Let me collect one background there. Let's see. Let me collect. Let me collect the background of yellow. Yellow should be not danger. The yellow should be warning. BG warning. So yeah, I'm going to be have a header. So the card header should be card header should be like, I would say transaction. So then have cards, card body, card title, the so class card title. So let's quickly see what we're designing. Okay, let me view that. Okay, I need to view that as well. Okay, this is what I have here, right? So I'm going to give a bit of yeah, dashboard. It's time to use cards. Go and change all these things to cards. It is what it is. Card is very simple. So so yeah, I'm going to have a margin of, okay, let's have a margin of empty of 5 so that the man can breathe, right? So the next one I'm going to have here is the next one inside that body. I'm going to have P let's see, total that transaction. So I have card. Here will be cards. Card what? Who can tell what we have here? Card what? Well, any idea? Any idea?
Card footer. History.
Card what?
History. Is it history?
No, it's card text.
Card footer.
No, it's footer, card text. So the footer has to be on is different different size. So let's just duplicate the same thing and change the color. We don't have time. So we're having 3. That means here should be 4, 2, 2, 2. So close. Another verse. I don't do mistakes. I've done mistake. Done a mistake. I want to just duplicate these things. Okay. All right. Boom. So see, we have this. Boom. And boom. So how many do you have there? 3. Okay. Okay, this 3 is not complete. The 3 is not complete. Just hold on. The 3 is not complete. So this will be, people did not even correct me. Students. It's my student here. It is what it is. That what will not be. Student, it is what it is. Alright, so let's duplicate that. Okay, it is what it is. So we have these cards here, right? Can try to, then who can tell us how we can have space here? Who can tell us how we can have space here? Hello, student.
Sir, you can give margin to
You don't give margin.
Margin button.
You don't give margin. What you are going to give to add space,
Use contact.
you use Gotthard. God bless you. You will never see Gotthard in your life. In the name of whatever you believe. So I have G stand for 5. So let's see what's going to happen. Don't give margin. If you give margin, if you get issue. So you can see that. You can say we just built carts in just how many minutes? How many minutes? Is it up to a minute? No. So this is what you will spend almost 30 minutes building if you are using CSS, right? Right? Alright, it is. So let's check the responsiveness. Maybe move on to you have this, right? Maybe move on to you have this. So so let's quickly change the background. So here the first one is I'm going to have danger. So okay, now let me show you guys one thing about the reason why they use this class. Now when they come here, you see that they use text bg. Now this text bg means that automatically this write-up supposed to be what's they call it. Let's check. I think there's something's wrong with our own. This has to be bigger. So let's check what we've done that has not been done well. Okay, this has to be smaller. Okay, it's okay. This has to be a bit bigger. So now I want you to tell it cognizant. Remember, I will have black here, right? What we have here is black color. Now let me show you something. If I come here and say text, the Bootstrap automatically give us a text that can fit this red background. You see that we have, what do I have here? White. So when you use text background danger, the Bootstrap class automatically give us color text that can fit that background. Are we together? Are we communicating? So the color text that can fit that background is what is called white. So let's move on. Yes, we are going to shut down. No worry, we're almost done. I want to finish this card today. I don't want to leave any stone untouched. So this one, you guys can do it. It's very simple. So what you need to do is come here, primary, this, and of course. So if you want to do that, what you need to come here is border primary, right? So let me show you how to do that. So let's say the third one, I'm going to give it a border. So what I need to do is come here, border primary, right? Then let's see what we have here, right? Border primary. This is what we have here, right? So very simple, right? Very simple and short. So let's move on. I want to finish up this tonight. Okay, it is what it is. So this group, no need to do that. Just go and do it by yourself. So this brings us to our end of